It has been a heck of a day. You guys are never going to guess what a crazy day it's been. Let me just take this view in for a moment, if you don't mind. I put my seatbelt on so as to avoid the chime of the seatbelt. Happy Wednesday afternoon. Thank you guys for joining me on this live. Look, there I am. Hey, everybody. I'm trying to not make you look out my dirty windshield, all the love bugs. Hey, Tex. Hey, buddy. Hey, Chucky Poo. Hi, buddy. Hi, Roman. What a handsome guy you are. Hi, buddy. Hi, are you ready to eat? I bet you are. Hey, Waylon. Hey, bud. Oh, he's so grouchy. Waylon's a real grouch. Waylon is a real grouch. Hey, sweet Rita. Sweet baby Jesus. I love that girl right there. Yes, I do. Everybody loves Rita. Rita at the gate, y'all. Rita at the gate. You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? When I say Rita at the gate. Oh, just wait till tomorrow. Just wait till tomorrow's noon video. Rita at the gate. Hi, Gemma. Oh, how are you doing, little pig pen? Hi, sweet baby. You ready for a muffin too, aren't you? You're like, Dad, I could sure use a muffin right about now. I bet you could, sweetie. Thank you guys for jumping on and joining us this afternoon as we come live. Oh, Jezebel down by the pond by herself. I will go check on her first thing, and you're coming with me. Hey, Prince Willie Joe. We saw your grandpa. Yes, we did. Well, look who's, oh my holy smokes, look who's ready to eat. Hi, baby. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe we will not go check on Jezebel first thing. We better give her the Baba. Don't forget that we've kind of changed our schedule on the Baba a little bit. She's still getting 3 a day because she has to. But we've had to readjust a couple of things. You guys allow me to jump out here, please, and get myself situated. We'll just leave the windows down. It's a pleasant afternoon. I want to make her bottle before I go check on Jezebel, because if I don't, she's going to follow me. All right, so you guys come with me. Guys, it was a horrible, horrible event that happened today. I want to tell you all about it, but I don't have any video, but hopefully the store where it happened will. Do you know I have not had a fist fight? I have not had a fist fight in probably 15 years. I've not had to fist fight in probably 15 years until today. And it wasn't my fault. Someone tried to steal the motorhome from the gas station. From the gas station. I can't tell you the whole story right now, but I will. I'll sit down over here in a bit and tell you the whole story. But I had I was actually proud of myself, guys. I was actually really proud of myself. There was one kind of embarrassing thing that I did with the tripod, but that's a part of my story for later. Let me get this baby her bottle. I had taken the RV to get fuel. I didn't want Jamie leaving on an empty tank tomorrow morning. And so I took it to get fuel. And like a dummy, ouch, I walked away because I saw someone there at the store that I knew. So I walked over to talk while I was filling up the tank. These motorhomes have a very large tank, so you can imagine how long that was taking. And then I'm lucky I turned around when I did, because I saw somebody open the door and walk inside. They left the door open, so I don't know exactly what their intentions were. But the keys were in it. It was not running because I was getting fuel. But the keys were still in it. They were in the ignition too. And so I screamed out to the guy I was talking to. They're trying to take off with the motorhome. So he pulled around in front of the motorhome so they couldn't leave with it. I climbed on board. And there was a Spanish fella. And he was absolutely trying to figure out what he was going to do. And so there's only one way in and one way out. And I was right there in the way out. And he couldn't get past me. And if he would have just not tried to get past me and waited for the police to come, then all would have been fine. Okay, we'll talk more about this. Let's go feed that baby, please. But he got a tripod upside the head, and then he got kicked down the steps, and then the fella who you all know, who I will not give you his name because of the weirdos out there, he picked him up off the ground and gave him a good ass whooping, and then the guy ran across the street behind the taqueria, and then so I'll tell you what, that fella will think twice before he does something like that again. And he has a nice knot on his head from where my tripod whacked him. That tripod's not actually my tripod. It was actually one that Jamie had in the RV ready for their trip. And so, hey, sweetie, come here, baby. Such a hungry girl. I bet she's such a hungry girl. Come here, sweetie. Come on. Come on in here. Come on in here and get something to eat, baby. Come on. Let's walk over here by the tractor so I can put this, we can put this down so everyone can see what a pretty girl you are. They love to watch you eat your baba. And, oh boy, are you so ready for it? You're so hungry? Turn around, people can see you. They don't want to see your hiney, sweetie. They don't want to see your hiney. Turn around here. Look pretty. There you go. Look pretty. Look at her. Ain't she so pretty? Ain't she so pretty? I have not had to fist fight in a long time. But you would not believe how natural it came when I had the adrenaline begin to like come out of nowhere. I'm just so very happy that I saw him climb on that inside. Anyway, the police are going to take the surveillance videos and do all that they have to do. Oh my goodness, this is such a good girl. And I love her. I love her so much, y'all. I love this girl so much. I'm going to show y'all, I don't have it with me. It's obviously, it's still in the RV. I'm going to show y'all the condition of that tripod now, and just imagine that thing whacking you upside the head. But, you know what? I told him just stay where you're at till the police come, and he refused. He refused to just stand there. Baby, what are you doing? Are you finished? You're not full. Did you eat too fast? You got itchy? Oh, okay. She just needs a little break, y'all. She just needs a little break. You ready for more? Where you at? Where you at? Come here. You done? We're going to leave this Baba here and come back for it. I'm going to also leave her inside the barn because I don't want her trying to chase me. Wait a minute. Who's that? Okay. That over there is Trinity's baby. This over here is, okay. Let's go down and check on Jezebel. That baby has gotten so much bigger overnight, it feels like. That's Captain Kirk, y'all. That's Captain Kirk. I'm going to leave her locked in there for a minute. You know who I thought that was at first? Was that calf from across the way. The neighbor's calf. I'm like, wait, why is that calf over here and why is it over there nursing on? Lord, Lester. Get a grip, guy. Get a grip. Guys, I think Jezebel has a baby with her. And if she does, then that happened from the time I left here until now. And that means well, we've known she's a really good mom, so that's no surprise. And if she does not have a calf, I think she's having one right now. But shh, you guys hold on. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be a good video. I think there's a calf on the ground. I think there's a baby on the ground, Rita. I think we have a baby on the ground. Guys, don't forget, today was the day that I went and did it. I did a lot of stuff here this morning. Oh, that's such a pretty, look at Charlie Kirk. Look at Captain Kirk. Oh, Charlie, you are a handsome devil. That is one handsome devil. All right, I'm going to close this gate. Guys, I know there's a lot going on, and that's the way life is sometimes. You just get things going, and I'm dying of thirst, but I'm also dying of curiosity to see if this Jezebel has a baby on the ground, because I think she does. Hey, Captain Kirk. Hi, Emperor Ed. Hi, Liberty Bell. Okay, Jezebel over here all by herself. Now, she's always quite the loner, but she would not be over here all by herself during dinner time, unless there's something going on. And the way she keeps smelling around the ground makes me wonder, is there a calf on the ground? Maybe there's not. Baby, are you okay? There is a calf on the ground, and it's black and white. Surprise, surprise, baby. What a surprise. And you've already, oh my golly gee, holy molies. Well, holy molies. Holy molies, look at that baby. It's a big baby. I got a muffin for you. Guys, we have another baby on the ground. Look what I got here. Oh, she's telling me to leave. I can't leave right now. I got to check that baby first. I will leave once I check that baby, but I cannot leave till I check it. Make sure it's okay. All right. Let me gather something to lean you all on, like some kind of a... Today, my tripod will be Formula 409. Okay, so the tripod today will be my Formula 409, okay? Just know that you'll be leaning up along this Formula 409. Formula 409 to the rescue. Hey, don't you leave. Come over here. Hey, I thought you were brand new. Jezebel. Did y'all see that? That baby took out of here like it's been running for days. That baby took off out of here like it's been running around for days. How in the world did that happen? You guys know that today was the day that I spent so much time doing my feed store visit. I spent some time here today, and that baby had to have popped out from between the hours of noon and whatever time it is now, but because it's all the way dry, that means she's had it cleaned up and already on its feet for a while. And you guys know that when we came live this morning, she did not have a calf. Okay, I'm not ready to call it bull yet. I don't know if you saw something that I didn't see, but we're not ready to call this a bull or a heifer yet. I have not seen... I don't see a pink nose. All I see is a pink nose. How cute is that? Jezebel, I have to check that calf. All right, I just want to check it. I don't want to run you all around, but I got to check that baby. I don't have to check it. I just want to. So a lot of people will confuse the navel, the umbilical cord area, with what they think is the sheath of a bull. But a bull does not show that at this age, okay? So what you're seeing right there in the middle is not the sheath of a bull. So you cannot sit there and say it's a bull. I see the sheath. I see the sheath. No, you don't. What you see is the umbilical cord. Oh my God, are you going to argue with me? Okay, so everyone who keeps saying I see the sheath, everyone keeps saying that. Don't forget these names. Don't forget these names, those who want to argue with me. Because how fast will they run off and delete their comments whenever we finally grab that baby and discover what's truly between its legs? I'm tired of the arguing with everybody. It's been too rough of a day to argue. But I'm also not going to stress out Jezebel and that baby, that calf, by trying to grab it. I was hoping that it wouldn't be as mobile, but my God, look. Just look at it go. And she's going to take that calf up to the herd, which is pretty darn remarkable, being that it can't be more than 6 hours old. Can't be. But I'll tell you what, it sure is pretty. It's a beautiful, just beautiful markings. And that is a Tex baby. Tex. T-E-X. So I think that for the way all the cows are watching, this is their first chance to see the baby, which is neat. Because they're all, you see all eyes on Jezebel right now with that calf. And so from the looks of things, guys, I think that makes 8. That will make 8 babies that are alive and well here this birthing season. And that's, of course, 8 so far. There will still be some potential moms like Loretta. Jezebel is walking away from me. Okay, here comes Trinity to do a quick inspection. Guys, I fed Jezebel a muffin this morning on my live video. So we still have Loretta, we still have Marilyn, we still have Dolly. Out of our 13 moms, we still have those 3. So Jezebel is letting Trinity have a looks about. So Trinity knows the gender before we all do. Jezebel, sweetie, I'm not trying to scare you off, baby. I just want to see that baby and love it. I just want to love on that baby. Okay, well, I'm not going to run her around, guys. She's had enough of an ordeal today, but Jezebel proved to be just a wonderful mom. She's passed that baby with no issues. It's not a big baby. It's not too big. And just like you, I'm also dying to know if we have a little bull or a little... Oh, I thought I might have had a view right there. Guys, I do believe that I do not see anything. I do not see the pretty in pink. If I can see, guys, I do believe I see a sack without me being too vulgar or grotesque. I do believe I see a sack and no pink. So I do think we're going to call that a bull, which is beautiful. That means that we will be having ourselves, we have Emperor Ed, who's staring at me, Duke of Dalscone, we have Sir Scotty, no, we have Captain Kirk. So we're going to have 5 bulls. So we'll have 5 bulls. Let me do that again. Captain Kirk, named after Charlie Kirk. Emperor Ed. Duke of Dalscone. This little fella. And who am I forgetting? And Sir Scotty. So that's going to be 5 bulls. That's going to be 5 bulls. Oh, that's wonderful. That's just wonderful. And then, like I said, we will, if that is in fact a bull, and I'm pretty sure it is, I will have to take my video later and zoom in, play around with my zoom in features, and I'll see for sure what I think I saw. And then we'll have to, so the 3 females would be Liberty Bell, right here. Of course, Clementine, which is going to be Pearl's baby, and our sweet girl, Caroline. So our 3 girls and 5, yeah, so 3 girls and 5 boys. Okay, well, congratulations are in order, guys. Congratulations are in order for Jezebel. Tell you what, there's a lot going on in today's video. A whole lot going on in today's video. So we have new baby. We had an attempted theft of the motorhome. Lester got into the first fist fight he's been in at least 15 years, maybe longer. I held my own pretty well, and my tripod I used my tripod for more than just videotaping. My tripod put a nice whack across a guy's head. I do not think it drew any blood. I did not see any blood, but it will leave a mark. I can promise you that. But the biggest beatdown he took was when he fell out of the motorhome onto the pavement, and then a friend of the page, who you guys know but I'm not going to talk about, picked him right back up and gave him another couple of whacks before he ran behind the taqueria into the woods. So I'm hoping that I can get that footage. That would be really funny, but it won't show much of what I did because I was inside the RV. But I don't know how long I'll have to wait for that. Okay, so Jezebel has laid the bull calf over here along the grove of trees where it's safe for the night. I will not mess with that calf and end up running it off, guys. I'm not going to do that. She's brought him up. She's going to go ahead and stand her ground around him. The other cows may walk over to visit, and that's fine. We're going to go ahead and allow that. So I want to show you all something over here. So I got to think of a name. If it is a bull, I got to come up with a name. And I love doing that. I love when I get the options. The heck's over here? Didn't I lock her up? Didn't I not lock her up? She's hanging out with the... Oh, God. There's that new calf. Hi. I'm just looking at the baby. I thought I locked you inside that barn. How did you get out? How'd you get out of there? So here's the new baby over here. That's not ours. That's from across the way. But it's a lookalike to Caroline. And Caroline, are you being friends with her? I don't want you to cross that fence, okay? I'm not letting you cross that fence. We don't want you to cross that fence. Look at that calf, how much it resembles Caroline. Can you guys see that? Look at that thing. What's your name? Hey, what's your name? Ezekiel. Ezekiel? Well, F you. You guys don't know that, do you? Some of y'all don't know what I'm talking about. How many of y'all know what I'm talking about? Please tell me you know what I'm talking about. Please tell me you know what I'm talking about with the Ezekiel and the FU Ezekiel. One of the funniest and dumbest things I've ever seen in my life, y'all. One of the dumbest and funniest things I've ever seen in my life. I don't know where to find that, but I just thought about it. I think the original had 2 dogs, baby. I think the original video had 2 dogs, and there was obviously a voiceover. And it had these 2 dogs who were staring at each other from across the way. And one of them was saying, hey, hey. And the other one goes, what? And he says, what's your name? And the other one goes, hey, I'm going to feed you. We're going to eat. Caroline, the Baba's over here, sweetie. She just ran off and left me when I opened the gate. There's her Baba. I was going to give her the rest of it. And she took off on me. She goes, you ain't locking me in that barn. I know your tricks, mister. I know your tricks, mister, and I'm not going to be locked up. Caroline, come get this Baba. Oh, man. Come get this Baba, hurry. Caroline, come get this Baba right now. Don't make me chase you down this pasture. I'm wearing Crocs. I'm wearing Crocs, and I don't want to chase you when I'm wearing my Crocs, okay? There you go. Be a good girl and eat all that. So the neighbors' cows from across the way have all walked up along our fence line, and they're introducing themselves and all of the babies. And that's kind of cute. And then our 3 brown babies are over here together. You see them? There's 2 at the hay. Here comes Emperor Ed walking up to the hay. Guys, you can zoom in on your own phones. And then Clementine is over here by the feed buggy. We have 2 babies over here. I have Caroline right here with me. And we have the new baby over there under that grove of trees. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I count 8 babies in the eyesight. Look at you, sweetie. You did it, baby. Wow, here comes the train. Here comes the train. Oh, my goodness. Here comes the train, sweetie. All right, you've already had. Okay, I will make you another one. But it's going to be a little bit. You got to wait a little bit. Go play with your friends. Let's go play with all your friends. Come on, let's go play with your friends. Come on. Let's go visit all your friends. All right, we're going to walk over and visit all of the calves. Okay, so this over here, we're walking up on Emperor Ed, who's right there in front of us, brown and white. And then on the ground right there is Clementine. That's Clementine on the ground. Over here by the hay feeder, by the hay ring, is Sir Scotty. Okay, so that's 3. The one giving me hickeys on the back of my leg is Caroline. That's 4. Over here is Charlie Kirk, or Captain Kirk. That's 5. Over there on the ground is 6. That's going to be Lady Liberty. No, Liberty Bell, or Libby. And then Duke of Dalscone, get off of me. Duke of Dalscone, I saw him a minute ago. Where's the Duke of Dalscone? All right, Duke of Dalscone is over here eating on Mom. Nope, he's right here behind us. Hey, Duke. Duke of Dalscone. Duke of Dalscone, we want to talk to you. Caroline, please. Caroline, please stop doing that. Hey, Trinity. Caroline, please don't do that. And then last but not least is our new baby from just today. Right here, I'm going to zoom in. I'm just trying to make a really close look, because what I don't want to do is misgender that baby. And then if it would just move its tail, off to the side, we could have a really nice peek. Just move your tail, baby, off to the side, one side or the other. Do y'all remember how many days it was before we were able to accurately identify Norma Jean? And how funny it was? The story that goes along with Norma Jean. Now, there's nothing else funny about Norma Jean. Here she is over here now. Norma Jean, be a lady. You can cover that up. She's still doing it. Even all this. Okay, no, Norma Jean. All these years later, Norma Jean still likes to show it off. Some girls, y'all, there are some girls who show them off. Hey, Trinity. Hi, sweetie. Hey, sweetie. We're trying to have a peek. No, you do not slice me and dice me, Trinity. She's trying to slice me up. Hype. Now she likes to write that on me. Hype. She writes hype with her horns. Okay, well, I think we've had a nice peek at all the babies. There'll be more to come on the newest one, I promise you. Stop, baby, stop. Just stop, okay? I'm going back to the barn. I'm going to go back to the barn now. We got to feed horses, okay? Daddy got horses to feed now. I got hungry horses, okay? Okay? Oh, no, look, we got little bull going on top of the, look at that. Hold on, I don't want that junk pile in there for anyone who's gonna screenshot. Oh, look at Mama and her baby having so much fun. I don't want that pile of dirt or that pile of junk in there. My scrap metal pile. Caroline, stop hitting me. I'm making a video. Caroline, stop hitting me. I'm making a really cute video here. I don't want that pile of scrap metal in my video. There. Reva's being a good mom. She's playing with him. This is where all the bulls come to get their horns dirty, to start showing off for the ladies. I don't know exactly how they do it, but something like this. That baby's bored already. Caroline, please walk away from me, sweetie. Daddy loves you so much, but I cannot hold you like I used to because you're a big girl. Sweetie, you're such a big girl. Guys, today I'm at the feed store and I'm the only guy there with hickeys all over my legs. Yeah, I'm at the feed store and I'm the only guy there with hickeys all over my legs. And how do y'all think? You think that anyone in that feed store believes me when I say it's my calf who's doing that? It's my bottle baby calf? No, they don't. But she's literally just sucking hickeys off. Look, you think I'm making this up? You think I make this stuff up? Do you think someone makes this stuff up? You cannot make up this stuff, y'all. Caroline, hush. Oh, Lord. Okay, she's starting to be... Ouch! She literally come by and kicked me with a double donkey kick. No, ma'am, you're being mean. You're being so mean to Daddy. That was a double donkey kick to my bad knee. That was so mean, what you just did, Caroline. Now, stop it. Settle down and be... Oh, baby, don't make that face because I feel like I love you so much more now. I can't be mean to her, y'all. She makes that pretty face at me. When she makes that pretty face, I can't be mean to her. Oh, she knows the key to my heart is to look at me and make that sweet face, and then I have to be sweet. Oh, Caroline, okay. I'm not mad, baby. It's okay if I limp around for a month. It's okay if I limp around all week. I'll do it for you, sweetie. Okay. Bye, love. Daddy loves you. I'll be back later with that other baba. So I will give her another baba before I leave here later tonight. And that's the way we're going to have to do it for a bit. Now, you're probably wondering why I had to switch up the routine with Caroline. And that's because of Jamie leaving out of town. I'm going to be having to leave from here after I feed her in the mornings and go back home to do the morning chores that Jamie normally does. And so what I liked, or what I had been doing, was just hanging out over here most of the morning and doing my own chores and doing odd and end jobs, giving Caroline her noon or 1 o'clock baba before I leave. But now things are going to change up a little bit because Jamie's going out of town for the few days. So don't worry, I'll still spend plenty of time over here. There'll be a lot of time spent over here. It's just not going to be the exact same schedule. All right, guys, give me a moment here, please, to close one gate. And then we're gonna have to drive through. Hey, Libby, I love seeing you so active, baby. And then we're gonna drive through with the horses because I have a bag of feed on my side-by-side. Okay. So what's going to happen is the horses are all going to run out. I'm going to tell you right now not to worry. The horses will all run out, but that's okay, because once they realize I'm over there feeding them, they'll all run back. So what I'm gonna do is open the gate and allow the run. They're just gonna run. They're gonna act like they're escaping, okay? You guys just relax. There's no one really escaping from anybody. Roman, I'm gonna drive through there. Rita, we're gonna open the gate the other way. Back up. I'm opening the gate this way over here. Back up, please. Back up, sweetie. Rita, keep walking. Rita, keep on walking. Rita, why don't you just escape? Just escape real fast. Escape. Y'all can all escape while I drive through. Okay. Rita, just escape. Escape, Rita. Run and escape. Run, sweetie. Just run. Sweetie, because I'm letting them escape, they don't want to. They only want to escape. Oh, look, she's like, I'm going to escape. I'm escaping. Move, Rita. I'm ready to feed. Go to your room, Roman. Either move and go to your room or something. Rita, don't mess with that baba. Rita, don't mess with the baba. Lordy. Oh, God. Baby, you look like a demon in disguise, baby. You look like the devil. You look like the devil child, sweetie. Stop doing that. Baby, there's nothing back there. She's be the first one to her room. You're going to be the first one into your room, sweetie? All right. Well, that's just wonderful, sweetie. You'll be the first one to eat then, sweet baby. Let me turn the light on. Guys, give me a moment here. I'm going to cut the lights on. Give me a moment to cut the lights on, okay, baby girl? Back up. Here you go, look. Here. Oh, no, here comes Rita. You better go to your room fast. Go to your room and fast. Here's a muffin. Now go to your room fast. Here comes Rita. You better run. Rita, I didn't give her a muffin. Whatever she tells you is a lie, Rita. It's a lie. Move. Back. Come on. Come on. Rita, be sweet. Move. Roman, put. Everybody go to their rooms. Come on. Go to your room, eat faster. Those in their rooms eat first. Roman, come on. There you go. Rita, don't come in here. Rita, go to your room. Roman, no. Back. Rita. Come on, Rita. Rita. Move, Gemma. Come on. Okay. Rita and Gemma. Poor Gemma. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something. You're not gonna believe this, but I also fed the horses at Longhorn Lester's an hour ago, and I promise you, there was as much chaos and kicking and running and fighting and biting over there as you've ever seen over here. So do not think that there's a utopia. Do not think for a minute that there's a utopia over at Longhorn Lester's, because there's not. And before we move those horses over here, I'm going to show you all the chaos, the madness, just madness that is feed time. And you're going to be shocked. You're going to be shocked when you see it. All right, I'm not going to bore you all with me doing the waters. I will come back out and do my waters, but I'm not going to bore you all with that right now. I will go ahead and walk inside the RV. If you guys want to come in and enjoy a water bottle, I would love to go in and kind of debrief about all that's happening around us today and all that's coming in the next couple of days. And then I will be bringing another bottle out to this little girl here in a couple of hours to make sure she gets a full 3 babas, okay? So I'll take this inside with me. Oh, man. Okay. Allow me to rinse this bottle out right quick. I'm going to put you guys in the tripod here. Give me one moment. Okay. Tonight, I don't even care. I don't even care. We're going to turn on my new light. Let me get a pair of glasses out of my organizer to find out what's in fact is the on and off button. Okay. The big one. Cheers to you all. Allow me to take that off and put on my indoor cap. There we go. I'm just going to take a drink, and I'm not going to read any comments for a few minutes if you don't mind. Let me just debrief and tell you all about today and how crazy this day was. So, I will give thanks first. We call that making your deposit before you withdraw. So I'll say, thank you, Lord, for the blessing of another healthy calf. That makes 8 very healthy calves out in that pasture. And what a blessing for that. What a beautiful, beautiful blessing that is. 8. And I do believe that 5 of those are going to be bulls, which means 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Guys, you don't want to count your chickens until the eggs hatch, but that right there could be potentially $10,000, maybe more, in a year and a half or so. And that's not through processing. That's from being able to send really good looking bulls to wonderful homes. And I'll tell you what, if that black and white one is in fact a bull, I can promise you for those markings, he may go for a lot more than that. And so that right there is what we will use to pay the bills. And I can promise you there's a lot of bills. If you don't know about the bills that go along with running and maintaining a ranch property, there's your feed buggies, there's your hay, there's your fertilizer. We just did all of that weed killing. And so those are just a couple of expenses right there that we use every year. And I can promise you that $10,000 would put a really nice dent into all of those expenses. And so remember that I'm a survivor sanctuary, vet care, water bill. Yeah, the water bill. I don't even have on my glasses and I saw that one. Vet care, the dewormers, the mineral blocks, the protein licks. My Lord. But no. So we are so very blessed for that. And then like I told you guys, as a part of an LLC, which is a small business, which is what Longhorn Lester's is, we have to at some point show that we're making money, not just spending it. Because you cannot keep a business going. It begins to raise red flags after 5 years of showing red. If you're not showing that you're closing that margin, you have to close that margin to where eventually you'll start showing a profit. And if you cannot show that you're closing that margin, then you have issues with the IRS. No, I'm not going to include muffins in that, okay? We don't buy muffins from the LLC. We actually buy muffins from the INC, the I'm a Survivor Sanctuary. So, the feeding, the allowance, what they mean by that is the muffins. So let me continue on with the blessings of the day. Okay, so thank you, God. Thank you, Lord Jesus, for the what appears to be a very healthy calf. We're so very blessed for that, first and foremost. And then you saw on our drive up, the bulls look great. Our pastures are green. Our little pond that I dug myself is holding water. And so we're just in a really beautiful place right now. I will say that, you know how life gives you peaks and valleys, peaks and valleys, peaks and valleys. You know, we all live our lives on that roller coaster. And if you're the kind of person who've never had to find yourself in a low spot, in a valley, with your health or with your relationship or with your finances, well, you can consider yourself lucky, but I promise you your day's coming. So you better really appreciate the good times when you have them, because bad times are in store for all of us. We just got to be able to fight our way through them when that happens, right? And most of us here agree that we're all survivors of something. And most of us have overcome plenty of valleys. And we have to climb ourselves out, absolutely. So that's a blessing right there to have another calf. Now, even if it had been a female, a little heifer, that would have been fine too. Because as you guys know, our goal is to build up a herd of about 40 females, 40 cows, 40. And then we will decide at that point how we go about the bulls every year. And heifers born after that will all be something that we'll have to work into. But the beauty in what we do here is that we don't raise, I'm going to say a word that's going to come out wrong. And I hope that you don't judge me for this. I don't mean it in a negative way, but even before I say it, it's going to sound negative. We don't raise mutts, meaning that we take a lot of pride in the fact that all of our cows are of pure breed and good, clean bloodlines. And that takes a lot of work, a lot of management. And so we've made some mistakes. I'll be the first to admit, and you guys who've been around for a while know that we've had such the learning curve of trying to figure everything out. But so that right there is a huge blessing, okay? A huge blessing that we have another healthy baby. So I want to make sure I give praise for that. And then we had someone attempt to either steal or at least rob things out of the motorhome today while I was getting fuel at the gas station. We don't know the exact motives, but I know that I came out unscathed, and all of that's fine. Scary, scary moment, but you find yourself in a situation and your adrenaline takes over. And so and I'll tell you this, there's one guy who's on the run right now, who's, I'm certain that the cameras at that gas station will certainly have video. I'm hoping so. And he also took a nice wonk over the head from, I have a tripod that's actually belongs to Jamie. It's about that long. It's one of those long kind. And I whacked him with the stick end of it. And I'm sorry if you're embarrassed that I had to pick up something, but I didn't know if he had something either. So I just picked up the first thing that I could find, and right there on the sofa was that tripod. And so that was my thing, okay? So I think that his biggest insult to injury would be taking the tumble down the stairs and then having a good old boy pick him up off the concrete and then gave him another couple of knocks in the head before he let him on his way. So sorry if that offends anybody, but that's just a no-no. That's just a no-no. And I'm embarrassed that I was not aware enough to stop it from happening, but not aware enough to lock my door. All right. And so I want to remind Jamie, and I have already, of the importance of when you get out to put fuel, lock the door. Don't do like I did and leave the door unlocked, because more than likely this guy was watching from a distance. I don't know where. That will all be determined later. But more than likely this guy saw, he probably watched the whole thing. Me get out, me close the door but not lock it. Me walk around, me, I sound like I'm a caveman. Me put gas, me put petrol. No, so I began to pump the fuel, and then I walked away to go talk to a friend that I saw, a friend of the channel. And while I was talking to that friend of the channel, this guy made his move. Luckily, I looked over when I did and saw him go inside the RV. And so I ran over, I hobbled over, and then the friend of the channel drove his truck and parked it in front, so if the guy was trying to steal it, he couldn't go anywhere. And then I approached the guy inside the RV as he was looking around for whatever he was going to do. He turned to face me as soon as I opened that door, so I don't know what he was doing. No, we do not want to hype. Don't hype video. Don't hype live videos, guys. Oh no, here I go again. I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your hype. I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your hype. But save your hypes for a really breathtaking moment. Not one of these kind of moments where we're just talking about the happenings of the days. Whew. So Jamie will be leaving tomorrow, and we got her in our thoughts and our prayers. So she's going to be going with Stephanie. And then I'm also, I would rather wait to talk about it in a video, I think, but I'm very proud of my son, L.E. I'm proud of both of my boys, but L.E., my eldest son, did something today, and I'm really proud of him. I'm not going to talk about it now because I'm not going to continue to inflate this balloon that's already about to burst. But just very, very, very proud of my son, L.E., and we'll talk about that on maybe tomorrow morning, maybe just soon, I promise. And it's been quite the day. So, okay, now I will put on my glasses and be able to see what you guys are saying. Be worried about Levi. I am worried about Levi. That's my nephew. That's Sister Kim's youngest son, because he's in the hospital, and this is Sister Kim's story to tell, but I will just say that we're concerned about him. All right. And so we've asked, and I know that my sister Kim has asked, that you guys keep him in your thoughts and prayers, okay? Because he's having a tough time. And then happy to hear that Jake's baby's going to be fine. But like I said, those are stories for those folks to tell. So you really can't come to a different channel to find your information. You should go to the source. And you never want to have and believe anybody else. You need to hear it from the actual source, or else you could very easily be a victim of misinformation or disinformation. Okay? And in the world that we live in, too many of us are getting our news from unreliable sources. And I do believe, and I really believe that I'm as guilty as anybody of believing what I see on the internet without knowing, because the news of today is not like the news of yesteryear. You don't have Dan Rather anymore. Dan Rather, I believe. You don't have Walter Cronkite, who didn't give a darn about politics. They had a drive to bring you the news. Now we're consumed with lots and lots of whatever pops up on our internet feeds, and we believe it. We believe everything that we see, including so much stuff that's AI driven, and it's a really scary place when we all fall victim, because there's not a one of us on here that truly know what's going on in the world. I do believe that. I'm going to, so guys, real fast, there's a lady who's calling herself Billy Penny, who is not the real Billy Penny. And I'm going to take her right now, and I'm going to remove her from this channel forever. So to the fake Billy Penny, beat it. Or you can stick around, but we will never, ever again be exposed to your filth. All right? So, and then I'm so sorry to the real Billy Penny, who's a wonderful, sweet, lovable lady, who's one of our moderators, who had someone else just create a fake name, a fake profile using her name. Miss Billy, I'm so sorry. How ridiculous is that, is for someone to make a fake account just to come on here and push their political agenda. Miss Billy, we love you, and I'm so sorry she chose you. But guys, that's just another example. That's just another example of what the world's become, okay? I caught that just in time, Miss Billy. I went, wait, why is Miss Billy not in blue? She's a moderator. Oh no, Billy says she has been on here doing that same stuff before. Miss Billy, I'm so sorry. Well, she's gone now, and she's gone forever, okay? So, anyway, there's a whole lot of other news, guys. We got the first test results in today from our blood work, and I will not, there's no way I would be a fool to share that information right now, because half of you guys are truly invested in the conversation, and the other half are only invested in the chat, and you're not hearing a word that I'm saying. And I understand, I get it, that's the way it is when you premiere a video or you do a live. I get it, half the folks are truly invested and they want information in real time, but the other half are sitting there so consumed with typing or texting away, and they don't hear a word. They don't. So, because they're too consumed with reading and wanting to catch everything. So we've learned to save all of the very, very important information. We have to save that for a video. And so I'm going to do that for both my son's information, and then of course for the first of the blood results that came in today. I will save all of that for a video, and I'll do it tomorrow. I'm not going to keep you waiting for weeks. I will do that tomorrow. Yes, there are way too many side conversations. And listen, it's okay. It's okay. Listen, here's what I do believe this. I think that there's a lot of you who have made true friendships through the chat. And there's nothing more community than making true friendships through the chat and through, so I'm not going to try to stop you all from chatting with each other and talking about your ups and downs of the day. That's completely fine. But I just also know that it would be foolish for me to share anything relevant, because number one, I can't see your thoughts, because the things that I want to talk about are being hidden by all of the side conversations. So I'm not upset. I'm not. But I also don't want to waste information to, when I taught school, I told you a number of times that I had the most amazing principal ever. And whenever we were having faculty meetings, there were times whenever she was talking or whatever, and she would have to stop, and she would say politely, she goes, I forgot how she would say it, but in essence, she would say that what I'm about to tell you is I promise you, more than likely more important than what you got going on for you folks who are scrolling through your phones, or for you folks who are texting away, chatting with a partner, or whatever folks do. And so there were days when she would ask us to put our phones away, put them down, put the phones down. And I'm not going to ask you to put your phones down, because I'm not your boss, number one. I'm just your friend. But like I was saying, there's some information that's way too important to share when I only have half of an audience listening. So, anywho, all right, well, I'm going to let you guys go. I've had you for a while. Thank you so much for being good friends of mine and being able to be there to listen when I need someone to talk to, for allowing me this Dr. Pepper instead of a water bottle, for loving these babies as much as we do, and for that we're very, very blessed. We'll see you guys again in the morning, early, 7 o'clock, for our coffee club. And then we'll have all of those really important, relevant videos out tomorrow as well. I will not hesitate. I'll get that released first chance I get tomorrow, which will probably be the noon video. Alrighty? Okay, well, thank y'all so much for watching. We love you, and we're very blessed to have you. All right? And we will catch you guys on tomorrow's videos. All right? Chef kisses, y'all. Mwah. That's a chef kiss. Mwah. Anybody? Anybody? Finally, I got someone throw me some kisses back. Have a good night, friends. Thank y'all.